the implication here is that the anti-war cause is really the cause of the left. But no, and the thing is, you get hung up on defining what the left is, because there are people on the hard left who would say, well, yeah, I know Hillary Clinton is for war, but I'm not part of that.
Right.
I can sympathize with those people. But I would say that, I mean, like Mao Zedong did not think war was a terrible injustice that had to be avoided. I mean, I think he, like Napoleon, understood that war could have positively revolutionary consequences because of the upheaval that was involved in carrying it on. But I think people are getting this idea from the Vietnam War, because they saw, apparently left-wingers in the streets protesting it. Now, of course, when the military draft was taken away, the protests stopped, which I don't necessarily say that makes them bad people. I wouldn't have wanted to be dragged off into that conflict either. But it would be nice if their principles had gone a little bit beyond that. But really, I mean, it was the establishment left that got the country into that war. I mean, the initial interventions were, well, I guess the really initial ones would be back under Eisenhower. But still, JFK, who was like, I don't know, today we would consider him like a centrist of some kind, I guess. But LBJ, LBJ was the author of The War on Poverty and The Great Society. And, so it was those people who really pushed that. But even leaving Vietnam aside, the point is, if I go back to, let's say, the war of the Spanish-American War, progressives, were generally supported that because Spain was backward and, needed to be taught a lesson. World War I, overwhelming. Yes, I know Randolph Bourne said war is the health of the state, and I know Jane Addams was against it, but that's exactly it. That you can count on one hand the number of people on the left who were genuinely, in a principled way, against it. Overwhelmingly, they were not against it. The social gospel preachers were not against it.